Hello, I'm back. In case this is your first time here, I'm Stephen Pam. I've been a professional photographer and videographer for about 20 years, helping all kinds of businesses to share their stories. In my last tutorial, I talked about how to get the most out of the webcam you already have if you need to record videos at home. But really, the only good thing about the webcam built into your computer is, well, that you already have it. So it's free and probably easy to use. The bottom line is though, if you want to produce better quality video, you're going to need a better camera and a few other things. In the next 3 videos, I'm going to explain what they are so you can quickly get started creating that smart looking content that will keep your viewers coming back for more. This first video is the low budget option, and the next 2 will cover medium and unlimited budgets. There'll be a bonus tip in a subsequent video that will help you to capture that all-important clear sound for your videos and keep your audience both watching and listening. So I suggest you subscribe if you want to be sure to catch that one. Onwards! First of all, I guess it's only fair that I should show you the setup I'm using today. Now, I probably have more light stands and stuff than you do, but most of this stuff can be improvised with household objects. And you may not have a seamless photography background paper kicking around at your place, but it's not needed. I happen to have it and I think it looks nice. You could just as well get a sheet of MDF and paint it any color with a little paint sample pot, or just find a nice looking corner of your home. Okay, so for any home studio setup, you're going to need to consider at least 4 things to start with. The camera itself, some way to support it, lighting, and sound. So those are the categories we're going to cover. And it's worth pointing out that any gear I recommend is as of early 2020, but if you're watching this in the future, hopefully the general principles will still be helpful. Okay, so let's get into these specifics. Now, when I say low budget, I mean under $1,000 for the whole setup. I know that for some of you that's a lot of money, maybe even more than you want to spend, which is totally understandable. But hopefully you can still get some ideas from my suggestions, and if you do figure out any clever substitutions to make things even cheaper, please go ahead and share them in the comments. Canon, Sony, and Panasonic all have camcorders that go for around the US $200 to $300 mark. At this price, they have small sensors and go up to HD resolution, not 4K. Now, if that doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry. There's still a huge improvement on your webcam. Although most cameras at this price point don't have a microphone socket. Now, that's not a deal breaker, but it is going to create a bit of extra work for you when it comes to getting good sound onto your videos. I'll be explaining how to deal with that in a later one. I recorded this video on a Canon camcorder that came out in 2011, which I got on eBay for $245. Next, you're going to need some way to support your camera while you're filming. Now, I found some really cheap and nasty tripods on eBay for $20. Give one a try if you game, but if you want something half decent, you're better off hitting up a local photography store where you can get one for $50 to $100. At this price, you're not going to get the sturdiest thing, but for indoor use with a lightweight camera on it, it doesn't matter. The main thing to look for is the extended height. You're going to want the thing at eye level, so for that you need a tripod which extends to at least, say, 160 centimeters. If you're happy to record your videos sitting down, that may not be an issue for you. In this price bracket, I'd say skip the dedicated video lighting and get yourself a powerful LED work light from the hardware store. If you bounce the light off a wall or a bedsheet, you can get a very nice looking soft light. I'm using that technique right now for this shot. I've got the 2x 45 watt version, which was 169 Australian dollars and pumps out a lot of light. Don't bother with the older style halogen lights. They draw a lot of power and they generate so much heat they're a fire hazard. Now, this bit's important. Your viewers might forgive bad picture quality, but they will not stick around if they can't hear you. And the secret to good sound is to get the microphone really close to the source, in this case your voice. When you do that, the source becomes much louder relative to unwanted background noises and the echo of the room. So don't bother with your camera's built-in microphone, which is going to be too far away from your mouth. The cheapest way to deal with this, especially in an indoor environment where you don't have to worry about wind noise and things like that, is the voice recorder app on your phone. You can either hold your phone in your hand, put it in your shirt pocket as I've just had with the microphone facing up, or rig it just out of frame but as close as possible to your face. The next step up from this is to use a cheap lapel mic if your camera has a microphone socket, or if it doesn't, then you can also get one that plugs into your phone. The Rode SmartLav is about $80. So, depending on exactly which gear you chose, we are well under $1,000 with that setup. In the next video, we're going to level up and see what we can get for under $2,000, which will actually be my recommended setup for most people. Please subscribe to this channel if you want to catch that one. I'd appreciate a thumbs up if this was useful, and of course if you have any feedback or questions, please leave a comment. Ciao!